Hello, everybody. How we doing? I'll give it a little bit to let some people hop on or to approve me. I'm not even sure if I need to be approved. I also was going to wipe this. There. That's probably a little bit better. All right. Let me just tell Amanda I'm live. Hi, Jennifer. I see you just hopped on. All right. Okay, I think I'm good to go. I think I'm approved. I think since Jennifer's on, so all right. Just gonna tell Amanda I'm live. Okay. Take my videos on my computer screen so I can't see myself twice. All right. Hopefully that light's not annoying up there. All right, guys. I'm just going to chat, and if you watch the recording, feel free to comment and say #recording, just so we kind of have an idea that you watched the recording of this. If you have any questions at all, I'm a complete open book. So my name is Danielle Janiszewski. For those of you who do not know me, I am a triple diamond leader. I'm from upstate New York and I live in Arizona. So I'm going to touch on a couple of things. But just before I do, real quick, my story is that I went to school for 8 years to be a special ed math teacher. That was my passion. That was my dream. But let's be honest, teachers don't make a lot of money. So I was always having that second job. You know what I mean? I saw posts on Facebook, and honestly, the one post that really got to me was somebody took a picture of the back of their car and it had all their groceries, and it said that It Works paid for their groceries. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's something that as a teacher I struggled with. I had to go to the grocery store and only get certain things, and I'd have to put things back if it didn't add up to my total, basically. So that was something that really spoke to me. But I also was a huge skeptic. I never, spoke it out loud or whatever, but I was a huge skeptic, and I just thought everything was, fake, and it wasn't really, they were just putting this stuff out there. So I ended up blocking everybody, and then I got to the whole, what ifs. Hi, Allison, how are you? I did the whole what ifs, and, well, if they can do it, I can do it, and whatever. So I ended up joining, and I really just got started to make a little extra money, and then that light bulb went off. So I'm sharing that with you because if that light bulb hasn't gone off for you just yet, you've got to give it a little bit of time, and you've got to dive in and be a part of everything. And I think that's the most exciting thing, is be a part of the calls, be a part of the Zooms. If you are a part of these things, that light bulb is going to go off, and you're gonna be like, holy crap, I can make some pretty decent money in this business. Let's go. So I got started, and I turned it up a notch, and I was like, okay, let's see what I can do with this thing. I had no intentions of quitting my teaching job. I didn't see the big picture back then. I actually thought it was a joke that I would ever do something like that. Like, why would somebody do that? And you guys, really long story short, now I'm a triple diamond, $90,000 in bonuses, plus the cash bonus, the car bonus. So I've been getting that every month too. So it's almost $100,000 in bonuses. We paid off all of our debt, credit card debt, all my student loans, which is almost $100,000. So who's laughing now? You know what I mean? So give yourself a chance, and those people that are joining your team, you've got to give them a chance too, and you've got to pour into them so that they do see that big picture. So now I'm a stay-at-home mom, 2 kids. We live in a beautiful home that I just absolutely love. So that's kind of the background stuff. Hopefully you took something away from that. And now I'm going to share a couple of other things. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Thanks for letting me hop in your page real quick. So I have a couple of notes that I just want to kind of touch on. So the first thing I really want to share, and Amanda can attest to this, is you have life happening. Okay, whether you're pushing really hard for a promotion or whatever it may be, your life is going to happen. And you, in the end, you have to take care of yourself. How are you going to do that? Books, okay? Audiobooks, whatever works for you, getting a massage, getting your nails done. Yesterday, I was pretty much straight out. We had dinner plans with somebody that was coming into... That was my alarm to go live in your page. Setting alarms in your phone helps my life. So I worked all day, but I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get my nails done. I'm taking my office to the nail salon, and I worked the entire time I was there. I even saw one of my customers that was there, and we talked about the new TFX, and she's probably going to get started. It's like you're basically constantly talking to people about it. You just got to open your mouth. So I took my office to the nail salon, which really all I wanted to do was follow up with people. I had a list of people I wanted to message. And that was what I was going to do for that hour. But then it ended up turning into this person over here wanted my business card because the guy that was doing my nails knows what I do and wanted to share my information. And then I was sitting over here next to this person that was ended up being one of my customers. So it's just crazy what happens when you open your mouth. But in the end, I'm saying take care of yourself. And for me, my life is insane. I have two small kids. Parker is almost 4 and he is a hellion. Love him to death, but he is all over the place, crazy, and keeps me on my toes. Emma is 18 months and she acts like she's 18. So I have that to work with as well. So I am go. My husband is not home a lot at all. So that is a struggle, but it takes some time to kind of figure some things out and get, organized and figure out a schedule and a routine. And there's no such thing as being organized. I'm going to put that out there right now. It's more like organized chaos. So you just have to find what works for you. I was actually talking to one of my leaders the other day, and she said she didn't have a good, a follow-up system? I can't remember what it was, but I said, this is what I do. I know another leader does this. I know another leader does this. So you basically just get to choose what works best for you, but that's why it's so important to be a part of Zooms, because you hear all these things from different leaders, and then you get to pick and choose the stuff that you do with your business. So that's the most fun part about it, because let's be honest, like my team hears from me all the time. So they're probably like, oh God, here she goes again. So they just hear from me all the time. That's why like Amanda is having me speak to you guys. It's good to hear from other leaders. So hopping on Zooms and being a part of all those things are really important. So in the end there, make sure you are taking care of yourself, because you cannot take care of others. Your husband, your kids, your team. You can't take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself. So you've got to figure out how to take care of yourself. Figure out what works best for you. I signed up for Massage Envy. So I'm getting and I hold so much stress in my back. So I'm like, that's good for business. Like, that's good for me to get a massage once a month. That's something that I'm starting to do for myself now, because I know that I need that, and I know that I look forward to that. That's something special for me. What was the other thing? Okay, so anyways, moving on. My word of the year is intentional. Guys, I cannot stress the importance of this word, intentional. And I'm speaking to everybody, but I'm mainly really speaking to people that are ridiculously, insanely busy. And you feel like you are just like all over the place and your brain is like mush. Okay, I'm speaking to you because that's how I am. Okay, so here's what works best for me. Not only do I have to make sure I am being very intentional with my time, meaning I can't sit there and scroll. I don't have time for that. Like, I seriously don't have time for that. If my brain is to the point where I'm so mush and I've already done my 6 list, guess what I do? Green light message. I always have a fallback, and I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I don't sit with the TV off. I'll have the TV on, something playing in the background, or I've got music playing or something like that. But in order for you to be intentional, you have got to figure out your day. So what are you going to do tomorrow? What does your day look like tomorrow? If you need to write it out, write it out. Like, I'm not joking you. Like, I'm kind of like challenging you. What's your day look like tomorrow? What time are you waking up? Write it down. 6 a.m., wake up. 7 a.m., kids breakfast. 8 a.m., drop kids off at school, and then go to the coffee shop for 2 hours. I know a lot of people work too. So say that you're working, and then lunch break, and then work in that 6 list. You've got to be doing a 6 list. Give me a heart if you do 6 lists. Like, seriously, if you're not doing a 6 list, you have got to be doing a 6 list, especially if you're somebody you're super busy and you're running around crazy. Because here's why. I will put my kids down for a nap, and it's like, I've just had like a crazy morning. I'm like, I can't even breathe. My brain is mush. I put those kids down for a nap, and would I like to go take a nap? Yeah. Like, who wouldn't like to go take a nap? Do I have time to go take a nap? No. but my brain is mush. So what do? I get a glass of cold water and I go sit down at my office or my desk or the couch even. I change the settings, go outside for a little bit, whatever, take the monitor outside with me. But you know what? If I've got that 6 list in front of me, I don't even have time to think about my brain being mush. I don't even have time to think about being tired, because as soon as those kids' eyes close, my butt is down here working and I don't even have to think about what to do because my 6 list was made last night on what I need to do today. So in terms of being intentional, you've got to know what you're going to do in order to be intentional. Okay, you've got to know where you're going and how to get there. So you've got to create 6 lists in order to get there. And usually when I'm pushing for promotion, I'm typically doing 2 6 lists. So one 6 list is changing every single day. And then another 6 list is things like green light messaging, birthday messages, just like something that you can do every single day. That's very basic, which is basically like, I know you guys are doing like the core 4 and more. That's basically it right there. So when I'm really pushing for promotion, I'm not just doing 6 income producing tasks. I'm doing more like 12, if not 15. Okay. Oh, Allison, I loved hearing stuff like that. Thank you. I'll go through the comments after because then I'm just going to get sidetracked. So, all right, I already spoke to organized chaos. So if you are one of those people that you're like, how do these people stay organized? Guys, I remember Susan Wade. I remember being like, how does she keep her life together? Like, she has 4 young ones. And then of course you like talk to yourself and you're like, she's a better mom than me. Like you can just like get inside your head, right? That's why your mindset and your self-development is so important, because you cannot let that get the best of you. Guys, last week I was really struggling with like life and everything. And I found myself comparing myself to my best friend, who is my double diamond on the team. And I was like, she's like a killer mom. Like, she's got 3 kids and she's like enrolling distributors like crazy. Like, what is she doing? Like, what am I not doing? And I was just struggling so hard. And that's just crazy. Like that's because you're struggling in life and you just need to pull yourself back up. But you're the only one that can do that. So if your mindset is strong enough, okay, so say right now, like you are working so hard on personal development and your mindset and all this stuff. Okay, in a month from now, you're going to need that. Like you're going to hit like a, not rock bottom, but you're going to struggle and you're going to need the skills that you learned last month now, so that you are pulling yourself out of that, tough time. Because any month, any time you're pushing or whatever it may be, things are going to happen in life and it's going to try to bring you down, and you just have to be strong enough to not let it happen. Okay, so I had a bunch of people promote the last couple months, and I've had a lot of people push really hard and not promote. And I have 2 things to say about that. Number 1, you've got to be surrounding yourself with the people that are pushing and working hard and promoting themselves, and positive people. And what are you doing to bring yourself up? What are you doing to get yourself promoted? If you're not one of those people, then like if you didn't promote last month, but you literally went all in and you did everything possible, well, number 1, you need to be proud of the things that you did. And number 2, what are you going to change next month to make stuff happen? You know what I mean? Like, try to see the positive in it. And instead of letting it bring you down, and now we're at like, it's the 9th now, but I was talking to my team and it was like the 6th of the month. And I'm like, people are still feeling bad for themselves for not promoting last month. You literally just ruined 6 days. Like, you've wasted 6 days that you could have, on day 1, you could have been like, you know what? Here we go. I'm going to have a come to Jesus with myself right now. Things are going to change this month. What did I do last month that wasn't working? What do I need to change? And I'm going all in right now. Like, sorry, the timer went off to go live again. It'll probably go off one more time. So I could probably just go turn it off. So you have got to be proud of yourself for those wins, and even set goals for yourself. Gosh, I remember when I was promoting, I think to Diamond and Double, like I set little goals for myself. And for me, it was big, exciting things for me. And I remember I was like, okay, if I reach this goal, like I'm going to go like, and I wasn't somebody that went and got pedicures on a regular basis. Like, that was something special for me. I'm sorry, being a teacher, like that was just not something that I went and did. And now I get regular pedicures. That is something that like I work hard for, and that's something that I'm going to go treat myself for. But as I was pushing for Diamond, you know, I was a struggling teacher just trying to make a little extra money. And I told myself, if you reach this, if you reach this, if you reach that, then you can go do this. So it was things that I was rewarding myself for. And I'm just going to share one other thing before I go to the next thing. Right now, as I'm pushing to promote to presidential, I have actually had conversations with my husband about when I promote to presidential, this is what we're going to do as a family. We're going to take a little bit of a vacation. And around here, you can just do like staycations because there's Scottsdale. So it's like a little resort. We can go there for a couple of days, phone away, and have a good time. And for my kids, I know that I'm missing out on some things here and there, and the nanny might be here a couple of days extra. But I'm going to take care of you and do this for you when I promote. And I'm actually gonna, I'm really excited about it. I have to put it out there. Haven't said anything yet, but it's like a little playhouse, and it is the cutest thing ever, and they absolutely love it. But I was like, you know what? You can get that when mommy promotes. So that every time that Parker wants me to sleep with him, when I'm putting him down to bed, I have to remind him, mommy works when you go to bed. So mommy has to work on the couch right now so that I can get you that playhouse. So we have to, so it's, and guys, he's not even 4, you know what I mean? So you just got to have that communication with your family, with your friends, with your whoever, so that they are on the same page as you. Sorry, I hope that this isn't too long. Live by your 6 list. Okay. 2 more things and then I'm done. And if you guys have questions, let me know. Using your sidelines, like myself and Amanda, is just such an important thing. So if you don't have somebody that is your sideline, go to your upline and have a conversation with them and say, hey, listen, I'm really looking for somebody that's not on my team to help work with me. And you basically are working together to achieve the same goal. That's a big thing. It's always been a big thing for me every time that I have really pushed for promotion. I've always had somebody really pushing with me or supporting me or whatever, as an accountability partner. So you have to make sure you have that. And positivity. Like, I know Amanda is so big on this, and I get a lot of it from her too. But if you don't have that positive person, if you're hanging out with somebody on a regular basis and they're not bringing in that positivity to you, I don't want to be mean when I say this, but you have got to fast them out of your life. Not forever, but for a certain time period. And a lot of people might say how difficult that is, but you have to think about what that's going to do for you and what it's going to do for maybe your business, and potentially your relationship with this person. And I'm not going to get too in depth, but I had to fast my own sister out of my life. I had to block her on Facebook, and I had to fast her out of my life. And it was a big struggle. If we wanted a relationship, it was going to be over the phone and through FaceTime. And that was it. Like, I don't want you seeing my stuff on Facebook because you're so critical of the things that I'm putting up there. And it really put a damper on our relationship. So I couldn't have that negativity in my life, in my space. So I really had to have that conversation with her and say, I'm sorry, like, I'm distancing myself from you. And you don't even have to have that conversation with anybody. But that was something that, oh my gosh, you guys, once I did, my life changed. And I'm telling you, that was probably 3 years ago. And she came to me about 6 months ago. And she called me and we were both sobbing, crying, because she's like, why would I judge you for the things that you do if it's bettering you and your family? So I'm telling you, things happen for a reason, and you've got to take care of yourself in the end. All right, the last thing that I'm going to share with you is this business is about helping people, okay? Helping people with the products, helping people with the business. You can sit back and pretend or whatever all you want, but I'm telling you, when you actually dive into that and you are genuinely helping people and you genuinely care, people are going to see it. It's very obvious. And as you're helping people and you're being genuine about it, okay, your business is going to boom. And here is my story that I wanted to share with that. I think March. February, I ended up setting a goal to help my team. So I wanted to help my team by the end of December. So it was a year-long goal. I wanted 10 diamonds on my team because my team had kind of fallen apart a little bit and I lost some leaders, which it was a good thing. It's totally fine. I'm totally okay with that. But my goal was to get 10 diamonds and above, 10 diamond plus promotions by the end of December. And I reached that goal in April. February, I think I actually said it for March and April. So within 2 months, I reached that goal because I went all into helping my team, all into helping them. I wasn't even focused on me. I really wasn't. I was like, okay, well, it'll probably help me in the end. Like, let's be honest, like if I'm helping people promote, if I get 10 diamonds, like, gosh, it's definitely going to boom my business, right? So as I'm doing that, I'm also thinking, a big thing that I struggled with was I lost the triple rank. And of course, as my leaders had fallen off and stuff, some of their teams started to fall off. And that was a really big pill for me to swallow. Probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my entire business. But again, it's a mind game and it really challenges you. And I could have easily been like, all right, I'm out. This is way too hard. Or I'm going to overcome this hurdle and it's going to make me so much stronger in the end. So I really dove into sharing TFX with people. And within that first month, I ended up getting the car bonus and I helped, I think it was like 6 people, 6 out of 10, promote to diamond and above. And I reclaimed triple. I got the car bonus. And then the following month, we ended up reaching that. So last month, we reached that goal of 10 diamonds. We actually got 11. And I'm now at presidential pay as a triple diamond. And now we're pushing as a team for presidential. So look what can happen in just a matter of months. So I have so many people that are like, I just don't think I can reach diamond by the end of this month. Okay, but guess what? If you don't, you're going to be that much closer next month. The next month is happening. So go all in right now and don't think about where you're going to be at the end of the month. Like, yes, set your goals and, set your weekly goals and all that stuff. But like, don't beat yourself up over it. Like, get to work. And then at the end of this month, okay, see where you're at. And then guess what? You are going to be so much closer to that promotion if you don't reach it. So those are all the things I wanted to share. Let me just scroll up real quick and see if anyone had questions or whatever. And then I will close this thing up. So thanks for you guys being on and listening and giving me some love. What works for one may not work for another. Hearing from others is so helpful. Can't believe she's saying this to me right now. This always happens. Oh, I love that. Celebrate your wins and keep moving forward. Treat yourself, small rewards. Your 5 people. Gosh, those 5 people are just so important. All right, you guys. I love you all so much. I hope this helped. Please share one thing. I would absolutely love when I do videos like this. Sometimes I feel like I just ramble. So I would absolutely love to see one thing that you guys took from this. So everybody share one thing that you got out of this. And then here's something that I really like to do. I like to give you an action step. Okay, so I'm going to let you choose. I really want you to do this. I want you to think about your day tomorrow and I want you to write out everything that you're doing. There's the alarm again. Sorry. I want you to think about everything that you're doing hourly. So 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Okay, right? Do your entire day. Write out what you're doing, whether it be a soccer game or whatever. And then I want you to write your 6 list. Okay? And then I want you to pair that 6 list up. So if you've got like green light messaging, blitzing, whatever your 6 list is, okay, I want you to think about how you're going to fit it into your day, because really, essentially, that's what this is all about. It's just working it into your life. So that's my challenge for you. If you want to just share that you did it in the comments, great. If you want to share a picture in the comments, that would be even better. But I would really love to see that from you guys. And I'm telling you, there are so many people on my team that have said, oh my gosh, once I wrote out my day, I actually knew like where I was going to fit things in. And gosh, I sat in the carpool lane for 20 minutes one day and I got half my 6 list done. Or, you know what I mean? There were things that like, as long as you have your 6 list in front of you, and if you have your day in front of you too, it's going to be even better. And it's going to allow you to be even more intentional. And that is the word of my year, and that's the word of the video. So, all right, you guys, I hope you loved this. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will talk to you guys later.